Okay, here's some 2-inch screws that Mommy got from the hardware store, and I got a drill bit that's almost the same size as the threads. You see that? I don't necessarily have to go with one a little bit smaller than that. Actually, maybe I should, because see, this screw is still pretty long. Once I put it in my drill, catch it about there, it's going beyond the threads of the screw, right? So I probably should go one less. Had I not been able to drill up all the way, let's say these screws were longer, then I could go with this same size or a smaller bit. So I'm going to go back and get the bit that's just one size smaller than this one. See, it's just a hair smaller now. And that's going to be fine. But see, this bit is not as long as the other one. By the time I put that into the drill, you see, and grab it, it's almost the same length as a screw. This is a 2-inch screw, see? So I'm going to try that first, and then if I still have an issue, I can take that out and use a 2.5-inch long screw, can I? So let's see here. Just make sure. I still want to grab plenty on there. And I'm going to use in the same holes as before, but I got to angle it now. I can't just go straight in, right? So in fact, I could take my scratch awl, the point, I could put that in there, kind of help direct it, maybe just a hair, a wee bit. Okay, now you see I couldn't do that with the door being up here, could I? And boy, didn't really feel like I was hitting the wood back there, because I got to go 3/4 and then maybe up to a 1/2 inch. But that's all I can do with that drill bit, right? And the next thing is, I'm gonna put my stool back over here. Get this back up in here. Getting old. This bottom one was tight. Ooh, see, I had it on high. You never want to get it on high and try to ram it in, because then you'll have the same issue that I have with the other two. You'll start spinning it. See, that one's still tight. Okay. Now I got that on low. Got the same head size, and I'm going to put that in at an angle. This is a 2-inch. Let's see if I can hit anything. Well, I think I did it. I think I got it in far enough. And the issue you're going to have is the very edge of that screw is out, just beyond there a little bit, and there's not much you can do if you're not putting it straight in, if you're going to put it in at an angle. Now, the things you got to put up with. There's 2-inch. Now see, this one's out further than that one, so if anything, I might not be able to grab much of the 2x4 from here. So that's why I might have to use a 2.5-inch screw here. I think I got it. See, you see there, that means I've kind of messed up the threads, so I may not be able to use this screw anymore because it's all jacked up. Can't get it tight. But now that I got it in there all the way, I can use a new screw. Let's just see what happens with that. I think I might just have to live with that. And if I wanted, that doesn't look too bad. When the door closes, I don't think it's going to hit those screws. Now I could take a crummy putty knife. Let's see. See this putty knife? Look how much I scraped on it. This used to be square and it's a nice thick one. I could put that on there and hit it. And that's kind of push that edge in just a tinge. Way better than it was before. Now you can't really tighten this. I already had it tight, but you can't tighten it much or else you're gonna have to flatten that out again, okay? I like that. That's pretty close actually, since I did that. Okay, all right, I'll buy that. Okay, take my putty knife on there again. And that's just flattening, that's kind of taking the head and kind of, there. I push that in just a bit from there. It still looks pretty good though. And if I really wanted to, I could put a little caulking right there if I had to. Yeah, it's not enough to make an issue of anything. Okay, let's get you in there nice and tight. I'll show you how those screws look now. Okay. Now here was the existing one, and here's the new ones. See, they almost are flat now. You could tell they're in at an angle because you see the little edge. And had I not done that, you would see that this edge would be raised out. In fact, maybe I'll show you that when I drill this one here. Okay. So now I'm going to check this hinge down here, and I think that was the only one. That's pretty good. Those two are good. I only got that one to mess with on that one. So I'm going to do that one next. And, let's leave the hinge on this time. I'm going to leave the hinge on and see what happens. I think I could leave that on as I drill that, don't you think? Let's try it. Whoops. Let's try it. I have to find my drill bit again. I'm not sure what happened. Well, here it is. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? It's kind of tricky. Go in at too much of an angle, and then once you feel it's set, then you can move it back. Right there. Now I can get it in there, right about there. You see though, if I had this off, I could get that drill bit in just a hair further. But let's see. I think the screw will still go in from that angle. We'll try and find out, shall we? I think it's got to be at this angle right here. Let's see. Okay, good. I got it snug. It worked. Now I can show you. If I don't whack it. Here's the 2 existing screws. Here's the one at an angle. See, if I don't do anything, it sticks out. In fact, sometimes it'll stick out even more than that. Okay, but I think I got it. I think I got that enough. But because I have a putty knife, I'm gonna whack on that. And you see at the store, you can get 2 kinds of putty knives. Where is that putty knife? What did I do with it? Oh, hey, look. Look. Oh, that's the half-inch one I just used. Okay. Where is that other putty knife? Well, I got a nail back here. Can't find that big, bad, ugly. Oh, put it away. I just wanted to show you the difference between certain putty knives. So you can get a putty knife like this at the store. This one's kind of old. It's pretty flexible. I got a newer one. I just use the cheap ones. You can get a nicer one, but I use this one to wipe off stuff, if I caulk it and wipe it off flat. But see, this one's been used a little bit. It's rusty. It's kind of dented. It's kind of twisted over. But see how thick these are? They're not very thick. They're designed to be springy. But look at this one. This one was actually a nice one when I first started. And then I just kept whacking on it, kept using it for other things. But see how much thicker it is? I can hardly bend this. It's nice and thick, so I still keep this in my arsenal whenever I need to bang on something. It's a lot stronger than these little ones. And see, if I whack on this, I'm going to mess this up more and put a big old dent in this from that screw than I would this. Follow? So I'm just going to take this and whack on it, and that's fine. I'm liking that. I see that middle one. That wasn't tight all the way. And since I'm here, I'm gonna fix it. And because you know what I'm doing, I'm going to look at this bottom one at the same time. It's just that middle one I needed. So once you get set up, you can do them all at the same time, you know what I mean? I'm just going to kind of use this. That's going to kind of help direct my drill. Get it going. You don't have to do that if you don't have a scratch awl. I'm just leaving the hinges on, and it seemed to be doing okay, huh? With the hinges left on. If you have an issue with that, take the hinge off. I'm going to try the 2-inch again. And because the middle ones don't have to go over as far as the outside ones, because this is a 3-screwed hinge. You have 2 screws on the outside, 1 in the middle, which is closer to the stud. So my 2-inch should be fine here. If anything, whenever I get to the outside, I could just throw a 2.5-inch screw in there. Oh, you can't see that one, can you? Okay, there you go. We'll see both of them at the same time, can't you? Yeah, you can see both of them at the same time now. There. Nice. And that bottom one seemed to be out at an angle. I'm not sure why. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Whack it. Be careful not to hit this edge. I've hit it before, Everybody has. Once you start working, just be careful with it. Yeah. I'm even going to do this bottom one. I don't know why that was like that. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay. A little bit of work that goes into fixing doors by Joe. Okay. I'm looking at everything. Now, get all my stuff out of the way because I'm just getting ready to pop this door back on the hinges. I know you want to check that out. Okay, stick around. I'll show you how that's done.